today because I followed you a while ago. You don't follow me back, so I'm hurt. So I'm really right now. It's all good.
Am I following you now?
No, you don't. You follow me.
All right, we apologize for the technical difficulties here on NBA TV. Just underway between the Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat, and here comes Adonis Arms, the man of the day yesterday with 32 points, has the only point in this ballgame. Kevin Dana, Gary St. Jean with you, Sacramento in white, Miami in black. Here's Snead, who had a good game yesterday with 13 points, but Ware cleans up the miss.
Let's see how Ware rebounds today. I think that's something he's got to focus on. He's got to make his presence felt inside.
Cole Swider knocked to the deck, or at least lost his footing. No foul. Jordan Ford, very capable three-point shooter, but a little short that time.
I don't think he's seen a shot he doesn't like.
I think you're right, partner. Pelle Larsson, straight on and straight through. Number 44 overall pick of the 305 in 2024.
Good play.
The lob was read well. Larsson the steal, leading the 3-on-2, and he'll take it himself.
Good start for Larsson. He didn't have the best game last night, and he looks comfortable out there. He can make a shot. That's what I like about him.
8 points on 2 of 8 shooting yesterday, to your point, Saint. And Adonis Arms threw it right to one of the officials, Jason Alabanza.
You know, Kev, I thought overall, you're watching 2 games yesterday. I like the young officials. They overall did really nice jobs.
That they did. And the NBA has a good farm system of how to get your officials to the top level. The baby hook there for Khalil Ware.
There you go.
You go through the G League, get some Summer League action, then you're at the NBA and WNBA levels. Fardaws Aimaq. Setting the pick for Ford.
Boy, Aimaq is big.
Strong dude. Physical. Adonis Arms to beat the shot clock. And can't quite get there.
You know, Aimaq yesterday, Kev, he impressed me with his passing. I knew he was a pretty good position rebounder at Cal, and he did a really nice job yesterday. And, you know, Mark Madsen's had a nice turnaround year last year at Cal, and really good job.
He had a really nice year for a California team that won only 3 games the year before. Snead the steal in transition. Takes the body bump. Count it. Do you think that was a charge?
It was pretty darn close, but give the guy credit for taking an angle to go at that right shoulder. That's what I liked about him. He just didn't barrel into him. He tried to almost like a Euro step to get the angle. Did a good job there.
Xavier Snead, who does have some NBA experience with the Charlotte Hornets, 4 games in the 22-23 season, 9 games combined with the Grizz and the Jazz in 21-22. Completes the 3-point play. To follow up on your point about Aimaq, I know you really liked him out of the short roll. He had his back turned to Isaiah Stevens there.
Yep. You got to see the ball.
Slips the screen that time, does Dawes. He was called a cow.
Look at that.
Nice spin, but
good recovery by Ware.
All of 7 feet there, Khalil Ware. And
well, he's long.
Definitely has a good wingspan to boot. And I think the thing for Aimaq is he's got to finish better around the basket.
Well, yeah, he's got to be a threat down there to at least offensive rebound or get some putbacks.
Goodwin missed everything. That'll be a shot clock violation or out of bounds, however you want to slice it. A much better start here for the Heat today after losing by 39 to the Warriors yesterday, 105-66. Behind the back to Stevens, great pass. Extra one to Swider, who was on fire yesterday. About the only guy who was hitting for Miami. Great hustle. Runner for Larson. Looked like he might have been undercut a little bit, but no whistle.
Well, he's going to find you got to sell that call.
We'll take the timeout. Heat up 5 on Sacramento here in San Francisco at Chase Center. For early going first quarter, Kevin Dan and Gary St. Jean with you.
Kev, I think that Miami might have passed on that bad mojo shooting the ball to the Kings, because the Kings open up 1 for 7, and we saw what Miami struggled last night. So maybe they're going to pass it on to the Kings. Hopefully they'll get going.
The Heat shot 29% for the entire game yesterday. It is hard to do. A better start for them. They're 4 of 7 from the field. The onset, Adonis Arms. His first field goal today. Had plenty of those yesterday. And we were talking before we went on air with respect to Adonis Arms. Consistency is going to be a big key for him today, Saint. He had the big 32-point game yesterday. How do you follow it up?
Yeah, all the scouts want to see that consistency. See that move there by Ware. Now, you got the 2 white shirts, the perimeter guards. They were taking movies. You got to dig back and help a little bit. When the bigs put it on the floor, you can really get a good opportunity to get a steal. Look at that. He doesn't even see the ball there.
We'll get a whistle. Explain taking movies.
Well, that's Cecil B. DeMille. You know, when you got the thing there and you're cranking that thing and you're making a movie right there. Stop taking the movie and get involved in the play. See the ball.
Do they still crank that thing? And
well,
in
my day they did,
okay.
but I'm kind of dating myself a little bit. That might have been, Gone with the Wind or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if that's how they filmed all the Avengers movies. Arms spinning, flipping it up and in. With 6 points.
Good for you. Nice job. Kev, he had a situation with a big on him, and you want to tack off the bounce.
And that's more like it for Alondas Williams, who did not hit a shot from the field, went 0 for 8 yesterday. He is so exciting with the basketball in his hands, the former ACC Pody when he was at Wake Forest. Push shot, Amac banks it in.
He did not call bank, Kev.
Yeah, it went in. It did not look great. With all due respect. Khalil Ware, he had the size mismatch on Ford, but couldn't make him pay. Jordan Ford the other way, no. Amac, 2 in a row.
Just a small penetrating, oh, that's a great look ahead.
Larson, a little too far underneath the hoop to make it.
When these smalls penetrate to the baskets and the bigs go to penetration, that opens up a lane for offensive rebounding. That's what we saw with Amac there.
Great pass by Amac to set up Snead.
Very nice.
Continuing to show that passing ability, Farnaz Amac. Mercer to Utah Valley, to Texas Tech to Cal. That's his collegiate journey as Swider splashes one.
Kev, remember Strus, who was in Miami, now in Cleveland?
Yeah.
This guy reminds me of him. He's got a heck of a stroke.
He's got a little Strus juice.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Credit Jason Jackson with that one, the great Miami Heat radio broadcaster. Swider's step back, no. Good closeout by Snead and forced him to step out of bounds. Time for another timeout. The Heat's lead down to 1. Adonis Arms starting to get going here for the Kings. See tomorrow's stars play here. NBA 2K25 Summer League, July 12th through 22nd in Las Vegas. Get your tickets now at NBAevents.com. Always a good time. All 30 NBA teams will be there. Crown a Summer League champion. Adonis Arms, 6 points in his first stint.
Look at this, a little full court pressure.
We saw the Heat do this yesterday as well, Sam.
Yep.
Zion pulling in the game on a two-way contract, was guarding the ball there. Tough shot, Ahmad Kaber hits it with a hand in his face. Sacramento in the lead. There's Alondis Williams. Williams all the way to the hoop. Antoine Davis hit 6 threes yesterday at 20 points. Give and
there
go.
you go.
Aimaq, another nice feed and a nice second side finish off glass for Snead.
That's going to be very big for Aimaq, that he can pass from the high post, not just down low. And that was a really nice backdoor pass. Perfect timing. Look at that one.
Nagel going backdoor. Extra pass. Not sure Aimaq was ready for it. It's Jay Nagel on the floor, number 7 in white for the Kings. Swider does not need a lot of space to shoot. We saw that yesterday, Saint, and he makes another one that was well contested.
He's got my attention. People are the league loves shooters.
Well, we got some shooters in this game. Antoine Davis is 6 of 9 from deep yesterday. Averaged 14 a game with the Rip City remix last year. And that will be a foul on Snead.
Great job. You got those puppies right there behind the line and tight. And this young guy, look at that follow through. Love it.
Big time scorer. Score in NCAA men's basketball history. Shot fake. Swider got his defender lifted. Alondis Williams, silky smooth.
What a difference a day makes. Miami's a different team today.
I have a feeling that they'll score more than 66 points today, Saint. Just a hunch. South is 60 here in the first. Eve Pons. Davis caught that. Excuse me, Hassan Ward caught that stepping out of bounds. Here comes the pick from Warren Washington. Pulling, setting up Caleb Daniels. Count it, and a foul. That'll go on Pons.
Again, off the bounce. Good job. Going left. Good job. Took the hit and gets it up on the rim. Going for 3.
He was kind of getting grabbed from behind by Davis as well. They actually gave the foul to Davis. And Caleb Daniels completes a 3-point play. 2 years at Tulane, 3 playing years at Villanova, 6 years of college overall. Kaber missing that one. Outlet nearly stolen, some contact, and that's going to be on Antoine Davis.
You know, that's a really important part of the game in today's game, that people outlet the ball well. Get it up the floor. Give yourself a chance in the early offense, because in a normal NBA game, the half-court defenses are good, and the ability to create good shots, it's tough to get. So if you can get out in the open floor, reward yourself after playing some good D.
Well, the Miami Heat just re-signed a very good outlet passer in Kevin Love. I remember when I was on staff, quote unquote, I was a manager, I was doing laundry with Stanford men's basketball and played UCLA Love's rookie year and had an entire segment of practice dedicated to Kevin Love's outlet passes.
Beautiful. Back in the old days when he first started, they made a comparison to way back when to Wes Unseld. And he could take it off the backboard and throw it to the other backboard in one sweeping motion.
Whoa.
2 hands over the head.
That's quite the weapon, and Will that be the end of the first quarter? Yes, it will. 27-20, your score, Miami. They were down 7 after one quarter yesterday. They're up 7 after one quarter today. Better start here for Cole Swider and friends. Cole Swider had 17 points on 4 of 6 three-pointing yesterday. Already today, Saint, 11 points on 3 of 5 three-point shooting.
Well, he must have had some great clam chowder in the sourdough bread last night, and that got him really fired up for a great day.
Did he bring that with him from Portsmouth, Rhode Island?
Well, you never know. It's pretty good back there, too.
It is.
That's a beautiful town.
One of the few states I haven't been to. I need to check out Rhode Island.
Providence is a great town.
Yves Pons fading away and
nice
connecting.
Job.
Let's see the French slam dunk champion in 2022. Khalil Ware. Pons trying to push him out. Ware working for that one.
Well, he got 8 dribbles, so he got there.
Ideally, he takes fewer dribbles than that.
You're not going to get that many opportunities like that.
Hassan Ward handing it off. Here's Keenan Blackshear. He got the start yesterday. Trying to trudge through traffic. Gets his own miss. And has it ripped away. 3-on-1 Miami. Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, he was trying to cock that thing back and got fouled.
But that was just a really nice 3-on-1 break. I like that. Ball's in the middle. Good decision by Ford to drop it off over there. And a little further.
Looked like Caver got him across the leg and maybe up top as well. Keyshawn Johnson. The story was told that during the draft process, his older brother Kenny shot 10 times 13 years ago, walking home from his friend's house. A case of mistaken identity. Was paralyzed. Doctors told him he'd never be able to walk again. Now he can walk with the help of crutches. And Keyshawn told himself that he'd make it in hoop for his older brother who had hoop dreams himself when he was shot as a teenager. And Kenny still plays his older brother. He won a wheelchair national championship in the National Wheelchair Basketball Association with the Golden State Road Warriors in 2023.
Wow. We used to have those guys practice at the facility in Oakland. And, boy, it was amazing to watch them play. Some guys, just to play like that, they had great feel for the game.
Yeah, you'd have to. Tough shot. Of course, there was that documentary on wheelchair basketball. I believe it's called Murder Ball.
Yeah.
A couple of free throws coming up here for Ahmad Caver, who played in one NBA game. Call him a Ronaldo Major All-Star, former Warrior, played in one NBA game in his career. He scored 1 bucket, and his bucket beat the spread, covered the spread.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's a great story.
Yeah, it made a loss 129-121 for the Pacers to the Nets. The Pacers were plus 8.5. So he made and lost some people some money.
Woo-hoo.
In and out on the second. It was one of those COVID calls when everyone was getting sick in the winter of 2021-22 season. Zion Pullen, a lob for Ware, trying to guide it home, and Pullen puts it in.
Good idea. You know, Ware set the second screen up high and then rolled to the basket. And we were here early, and we were watching him go through workouts, and he was really good at setting that screen. And there you go. Great job. What'd you think, Kev?
Now, that was going to be a lob. Did they call goaltend on that?
I think they did.
Yeah, they called goaltend. This was a lob for Yves Pons. Wow.
Wow.
That's a tough one on Khalil Ware because he read that play right.
He did the right thing.
I mean, technically, it was on its way down, but that wasn't a shot attempt. I haven't seen that before.
Well, you watch Summer League long enough, you'll see a lot of things you haven't seen.
You ain't lying. Nagel catch and shoot. Got that line drive release. He'll go line to shoot 3 free throws. He played in Georgia this past year, the country.
Did he?
Yeah, as we see him get slapped across the chest. It's an easy call, and he won the 3-point contest. There
well, I got to tell you, my man Zaza is from Georgia, and you're never going to find a better NBA guy than Zaza Pachulia.
He did he did a meet and greet with fans in Santa Cruz with us a couple of years ago. Awesome guy.
Terrific guy. He did a couple of games with Pop and I, pre and post, and just great to be around.
That's for sure.
Amazing teammate. I remember he and Clay had a bet about how many dunks they'd get in the season.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Do you remember who won that bet?
I'm saying so many nice things about Zaza. I think Clay won the bet, but
Clay got him.
I'll have to double check.
Nagel hitting the last of 3 and hit the first one, so it goes 2 for 3. Kings down by the first quarter edge of 7. Bryson Warren, an overtime elite guy, to Keyshawn Johnson for 3.
Every time I hear his name, I think of a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. Keyshawn Johnson.
I stand corrected. Okay.
There is a, I mean, it sounds, the D and the
does.
N at the end. Yeah. Eve Pons, former Memphis Grizzly, missing the triple there. Daniels dribbled that out of bounds, but it was deflected by someone in white. And 3 Kings will come in. Three Kings will come out. Pulling and hitting.
Really nice job on that baseline out of bounds play. Pulling the entry guy came off a screen up top to Ware, and the big didn't show, and he knocked it right down. Great job.
Ford on the jab step. Catch and shoot, Sneed. Pulling, gets fouled on the rebound. That'll go on AMAC. Arms with 6 points in the first quarter. Getting a 32-point outing yesterday. Let's see what he has in store for us in the second period. Pulling. For Ware. This will be an easy dunk. Khalil Ware off 2 feet with 2 hands.
I like the way he rolls to the basket. He keeps vision on the ball and hands up and does a good job.
A year at Indiana did him real good under the watchful eye of Mike Woodson. That'll take us to our under 6. Khalil Ware with 6 points and 3 rebounds. The last 2 points coming on this emphatic flush as the Miami Heat lead by 2 touchdowns over Sacramento. Summer League action continues tonight in California on NBA TV, ESPN2, and the ESPN app with games here and in Sacramento.
Very nice job. After a timeout, side out of bounds, and Ford came off a screen by AMAC, and AMAC is big. I mean, he's big like Zaza. We were talking about Zaza before. There's a knack to setting quality screens, and boy, shooters love to play with great screen guys.
Yeah, you're taking a look at number 43 there. It's not just that he's tall, he's filled out. He's thick, he's strong. tough screen to fight through. Keyshawn Johnson just hit a three. Good strong rebound from Fardaws. He's got 5 of those. Forward push and pace to Sneed. Act in the act.
That's nice. Good job. Good defensive board, good outlet. Get good penetration by Ford and a nice dish to the corner.
Got him up top.
That's, you know what, Kev, that's a pet peeve of coaches. Keep consistently following three-point shooters.
And the more threes that are taken, the more three-point shooters get fouled.
It's in our game now because there's so many attempts per game. And, shot contestment, I'm not a big analytics guy, but there's a real correlation between good shot contestment and makes.
Yes.
And guys getting wide open shots in the NBA, they make them. That really bodes well for your team.
We see the three-point shot fouls a lot more these days, but back when you were coaching, I imagine one of your players fouls a three-point shooter, he's benched for the rest of the half.
Yeah, that happened a lot. Go down there by the Gatorade cooler.
Amac
look at that.
To Arms. Another nice pass and another great finish from Amac to Adonis Arms.
Just a darn nice basketball play.
Larson tried to get a little too cute with it. Dropped it off, but right to Arms. Good win. We'll go to the line.
Check out the feed he made, and look at that bounce pass as he turns the corner. His defender, Arms' defender, was trailing him because he couldn't get around the screen. And then he made the perfect pass, perfect timing. That's just good two-man basketball.
It's an 8-0 run now for the Kings after they fell behind by 14 points. Make it a 9-0 run. Fardaws Amac already with 3 assists in this game to lead all dishers. Good one out of Notre Dame. Played there for 5 years, 13 all ACC, his 4th year.
Mike Bray's now in the NBA.
That he is. We'll take a timeout. Miami Heat seeing their 14-point lead cut down to 4 here on NBA TV. Adonis Arms, a big reason why Sacramento working their way back into this game, only trailing by 4. And saying after a really good Saturday, Arms is back in his play up thus far with 8 points on 3 of 4 today.
Well, you just like on that last play, the movement without the ball. That's so important in a young player's game. Maybe they're just used to being stationary shooters, and they'll scouting report you and find out that, hey, you're going to make a guy drive and you push him left or right. And there's a lot that goes into what's going on defensively and how you counter it.
Well, one thing Isaiah Stevens knows how to do is throw a lob, and he has a really good lob target there in Khalil Ware. Miami 7 of 8 from the field this quarter. Let's take another look at this lob.
Oh, that's nice. Ware's had a much better game. I like his presence when guards are penetrating. He's got eyes on those guys, and he's trying to find that open space to get the lob. Good job.
Looks like we're getting a challenge.
Oh!
Or a review.
2-3.
Oh, it's a review. So when are we going to see the green light today, Kev?
Yeah, they're reviewing a 2 or 3 point shot. Yeah, hopefully we see it. Actually, you know what? I'd rather not see a challenge. Let's just keep playing.
You like that flow.
Yeah, I like flow.
I don't think that was a 3. Let's see if I'm wrong. I think it's... Oh, I'm wrong.
Yeah, that'll be 3 free throws.
Yeah.
And it's the second time Sneed has a 3-shot
Yeah, that was
foul.
turned around.
So Sneed, it was 4 of 4 from the foul line. Sacramento Kings, 13 free throw attempts in this quarter.
Well, that's you know, if you get to the line, that goes a long way in a game. You know, just getting there and getting those freebies. And, you know, free throw shooters today are a lot better than the old days. There's a lot of teams that average almost 80%.
Yeah, usually it used to be like low, mid-70s was kind of the benchmark.
Yep.
Not anymore. If you're shooting 72, 73% from the line, that's a problem.
I watched a guy get cut after a game because he didn't commit the foul on the guy that was a non-shooter. And he said, next time you'll remember. And off he went.
That's a harsh lesson.
Woohoo! Opened my eyes.
Isaiah Stevens hitting the 3. Having a nice stint here for the Heat. Sneed, open look. Swider caught it out of bounds. So the lead is 6 for Miami. They've led by as many as 14. The Kings have led by as many as 3. Amac fouled. One difference, Summer League rules, even though Sacramento shot so many free throws this quarter, they're not in the bonus yet because you need 10 team fouls to be in the bonus. In an effort to speed things along, there's Jawad Williams, Summer League head coach for Sacramento.
I think that's in place, Kev, because guys really do tend to foul a lot. And it'd be a 3-hour game.
Yeah. So you have the 10 team fouls per quarter as Isaiah Stevens hits another 3.
There's your example again. Good pass, good shot, great shot. Way to move it on.
Stevens, perfect 3 of 3 from the field for 8 points. Pass a little low for Sneed.
Exactly.
And took a false step.
There you go. Boy, that's just good ball movement. Great job.
Isaiah Stevens, the all-time leader in assists and points and 3-point field goal makes at Colorado State. And there's a bucket inside for Cole Swider, a rare 2 for Cole. And he's got 13. Antoine Davis stopping the run for Miami. He's got 5 points in 7 minutes. Swider hopping into that 3. Oh, baby. 4 of 6 from downtown for the second straight day.
Wow.
Eight threes and 6 quarters for Cole Swider. Step back midi is perfect for Jordan Ford.
He just has a beautiful rhythm to his game.
That he does. Knows how to play.
He really
Great
does.
feel. Williams bounce pass through it at the feet of the big Washington. Ford transition triple.
It's a good shot. I liked it. Good rhythm.
Yeah, he'll take those against the grain any day of the week. Washington fouled or not. Let's see. Yep. The whistle on Fardaws Amac.
You know, for Cole Swider being down there in Miami, The whole key for him is, and I can't make an evaluation yet, is how well he can defend, both individually and in the team concept. Because, Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches we have in the NBA. And you have to play defense down there.
Well, that's a big key for him. He was saying, Saint, that he's working on expanding his offensive game and working on his defense.
There you go.
He's a restricted free agent for Miami. The Heat tendering a qualifying offer to make him a restricted free agent. Stevens to Washington. I think Washington was expecting a lob. Miss Williams, no. Good work there by Washington to keep the possession alive. Williams missing and off Amac.
Oh, good look.
Looking for the quick hitter. It was disrupted a little bit and Larson missed. Adonis Arms putting his head down. Escape, dribble, triple. Not there for Sneed. Oh. Thought Davis could have come down with that. Instead, it's going to be an easy layup the other way for Cole Swider, who's got 18 first half points.
Miami's got about as much as they had in the whole game last night.
66 last night, 56 through 20 minutes today. And so they're on pace to blow past that mark in the third quarter. Much better offense for the Heat. Our score at halftime is 56-44 Miami. Stay tuned. After these messages, we'll explore how the Warriors Community Fund is making an impact in the Bay Area. Second half about to begin here at the California Classic. Miami with the 12-point lead over Sacramento. As we take a look at the first half stats, and Saint, we were talking about it, how just yesterday the Heat couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Well, they are on fire today.
And this young guy has led the charge, and that's a good step going left to knock it down right there off the bounce. Stationary corner three. I like his positioning now. He knows that the guy's going to be running out at him. He puts it on the deck and hits a little runner and knocks down another one. He's really had a nice half. And
Cole Swider, 18 points on 8 shots. That's pretty good efficiency. All right, second half underway. See what the Kings and Heat have in store for us here in minutes 21 through 40. Amac. Backing his way down. Fading away over Ware. Don't get a loose ball foul. Well, Saint, there was that one move where Khalil Ware had, what, like 8 dribbles you called it? And I think Fardaws Amac might have topped him there.
I don't think that was the play that the coaches drew up coming out of the
I don't think so either.
No.
Stevens, very efficient first half. 3 for 3 for 8 points, hit a couple of threes. Inside Ware, catches, can't finish, keeps it alive, and lost it.
He's just so much more active tonight than he was last night.
Questions about his motor at Oregon. Those were largely wiped away this year with the season he had for the Hoosiers as Ford drills a triple.
Well, playing for Mike Woodson, if he doesn't have a good motor, he can take a walk home.
Ware trying to stretch the defense. Good screen from Amac and Jordan Ford. He loves that sweeping hook.
That's great. That's old school.
That is. Somehow found its way to Ware, and then Keyshawn Johnson will get himself to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul number 18, Xavier Seed, his second team foul. At the line.
That's a nice grab.
Yeah. Boy, that is so beneficial when you're big can catch the ball. You know, invariably in the paint, you just don't want those little bounce passes because they have a hard time reaching down for those. And he had good awareness there and then made the extra pass.
So Keyshawn Johnson at the line. Just a quick correction. Something I said earlier. I was talking about his brother winning a National Wheelchair Basketball Association championship, which he did. I was mentioning there was a documentary on it, Murderball. That was actually with respect to quadriplegic wheelchair rugby.
Wow.
Thanks to Justin on Twitter for keeping me honest there. Apologies for the incorrect sport. Good contest. Goodwin gets it back. Arms. A little strong. We're going to get a push in the back on Fardaws Aimaq.
Now I'm watching the Kings offense, and Amac's gotten the ball a lot, whether it's to pass or dribble handoff or whatever. Now, once you think about their 5 up there in their offense,
Domas.
Sabonis.
Yeah.
And there's no better passing big in the NBA than Domas.
Well, they've had a pretty nice offseason. You bring Malik Monk back, and then you get DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I saw the highlight of him walking on the floor with Vivek, and the crowd went crazy, and then Fox came walking in, and Fox was instrumental in talking them into coming there. There's a good upside up there in Sacramento. They're going to have a nice team this year.
Just missed out on the playoffs this year. Finished 3rd in the West the previous season. Mike Brown doing some really nice things there, and you got to feel like the expectation for Sacramento now that you bring in DeMar DeRozan is that this is a team that could push for 50 wins next year.
Yeah, there isn't any doubt about it. And he's a first-class guy. He's a pro's pro, and they lose Barnes, who's another. I'll tell you what, you talk about a mid-range game. I don't think there's many in the NBA have the better one than DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he is Mr. Mid-range. Inside, Khalil Ware flushing it through physicality.
Good job. He's got to be feeling good about himself.
Timeout Sacramento as the lead expands to 14. Khalil Ware with 10 points, 4 rebounds. In the third quarter, it's a 14-point lead for the Miami Heat, which is shooting 62% from the field and from downtown. How about that? 8 of 13 beyond the arc and 16 of 26 inside the arc. Khalil Ware missing the free throw, but they'll get a second crack at it. Swider, don't leave him open. Sacramento lucky. We mentioned the stat yesterday. Cole Swider in the G League last year with Sioux Falls, 47% from 3 on 10 attempts per game. Just monster numbers.
Boy, that's a great stat number.
I don't think I've seen someone be that efficient from deep on that number of attempts in the G League. It's incredible. Of course, Stephen Curry, the best three-point shooter of all time, and does it at high volume here in the NBA and right here at Chase. Sneed putting his head down, and he's going to a familiar spot, the foul line for free throw attempts 8 and 9.
Wow.
How about this stat from our guy Joey? Sneed was the highest Sacramento Kings scorer in the second quarter, but didn't hit a field goal. He was 6 of 6 from the foul line.
Sheesh. Kansas State. That's
K-State, yeah.
That's Mitch Richmond territory.
There you go. Jerome Tang doing a great job there. Led them to the Elite Eight in 2023. And Sneed has his name all over the record books. 2nd in games played, 4th in minutes, and 11th in points.
One of my old favorite coaches was Tex Winter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was the guy who brought the triangle offense that Phil Jackson ran for so many years in Chicago and L.A. He was the mastermind of that, and just a great basketball mind.
Over there in the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas. Lead is 12, and Sneed is now 9-9 from the foul line today as Pella Larson scoots past his defender.
Boy, this is a different team.
And they're coming up on that 66-point total they had all of yesterday. Pawns Can we get him a lob? Arms. Strong take. Back to the line for Adonis.
You know, when your outside game's really not clicking in a game like that, that's a good move to take it to the bounce and the free throw line, see the free throws go in, maybe you start to feel a little better about your jump shot.
Born in Milwaukee, high school in Phoenix, Arizona. JUCO, Division II, low major Division I, high major Division I, the route for him that we detailed yesterday with summer league stints previously, training camp stints, I should say, with Denver, Phoenix, and Memphis. Misses both free throws. Larson taking a bump. Where? No. Davis transition triple. Where? Over left shoulder.
Kev, I might go out on a limb and say that was his best move of the night. Really sealed well in the paint. Good target hand. Catches the ball one dribble and gets up over that left shoulder for the jump hook. That was a nice play.
Much more decisive that time. Arms, good pass to Pons. Floats it out. Swider, catch and shoot. A couple of Arizona Wildcats combining for that rebound. Keyshawn Johnson and Pella Larson. Where? No whistle. Pons to Davis for three.
Really nice drift. Good job getting in the vision of the guy with the ball in the paint. That's a nice job by Davis.
His second three of the game. He is now 8 for 12 from deep through these two games. 36% three-point shooter with the Rip City remix in the G League last year. Swider got a little too fancy there. Open three, good for Snead. That's got to feel good. He was 2 for 9 from the field before making that.
No hesitation, though. He still believes in himself.
16 points today, 13 yesterday. Going down to Ware a lot on the block. He's given baseline, and he punishes them.
He's gotten a lot of touches within 6 feet of the basket. He's got nice teammates. Little drop step to the right shoulder. Good job.
Well, this is what Summer League's for. Get your first-round draft pick comfortable with the system and let him get some touches.
He's gotten a lot of them. A lot of them tonight.
14 for Khalil Ware, the North Little Rock, Arkansas native. He's hit 7 of his last 10 after starting 0 for 3. There's another point at the line. He's 0 for 2 from the stripe. Arms. Antoine Davis gonna jack up a deep 3. Nice rebound Ware. Zion pulling, pushing. Keyshawn Johnson with the left, no. Caver, nice bounce pass, and Hassan Ward finishes it off.
Good penetration, nice dish.
10-point game here, approaching 3 minutes, third quarter. Where just going to work inside. Not much Ahmad Caver can do, giving up that much size.
You know, it's going to be a nice exercise for Ware is to sit down with one of the assistant coaches and watch his performance. He's done a lot of positive things tonight. That's a good job. Again, what did he do well there, Kev? He sealed early. He put the defender on his back, and when you get that deep, you got to finish it. That's a good job.
Showing off his back to the basket game today. Now you imagine, come regular season time with Bam Adebayo at the 5, he's not going to be getting touches like this on the block.
Well, he's going to have a heck of an awakening when they start all that kind of stuff. But then imagine in training camp, going against him every day, he'll become a better player. That is one heck of a player, Bam Adebayo.
Nice floater there for Adonis. Arms with 10. Lead back to 10. Williams, deep 3. It's a lob for Ward, comes down with it and lays it in.
Simple play in terms of defense. You got to see the ball. That's going to take away that pass.
Keyshawn Johnson, another triple, his second of the game. He's got 8. Heat by 11. Arms wants to clear out. No look pass to the cutter, gets deflected. Williams beats everyone down the floor. And you see a little bit of his hops right there. Nearly dunked that flat-footed, kind of falling away a little bit. Arms pulled the string. Antoine Davis straight on. Not quite. Great low post position this time, Keyshawn Johnson, but 4 white jerseys collapse on him.
That's good D, good transition.
Taking the contact and readjusting to midair there, Antoine Davis. He'll shoot free throws on the other side of the timeout. Khalil Ware doing work down low, a near double-double already with 16 points and 9 rebounds. Step up to volunteer as a poll worker ahead of Election Day. It's a live look. Thrive City right outside Chase Center.
Kev, they keep expanding that, making it better and better and better. Boy, that's beautiful out there.
Yeah, all sorts of activities you could do before the games today. Saw a lot of kids out there, a lot of families out there enjoying the Sunday morning / afternoon sun. Antoine Davis at the line. This is a guy mentioned second all-time leading scorer in NCAA men's basketball history. He started his career as a walk-on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, walked on to Detroit after originally committing to Houston. So, look, if you commit to Houston, you walk on to Detroit, you're not just some normal, like your regular walk-on who...
You got that right.
Yeah, but still, started as a walk-on. Keyshawn Johnson, 2 hands off 2 feet. His older brother, Mike Davis Jr., was an assistant coach with Detroit, so hence he went there.
That's not Mike Davis from Alabama.
I believe it's a different Mike Davis.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. Back cut forward. Good ball movement here. And to beat the shot clock, it's Ahmad Kiva.
Really good passing.
10-point lead for the Heat. Warren Washington can't make it 12. Robbed of a deuce there by the rim. Shot clock off. Caver all the way inside.
Oh.
Couldn't get it. Well, that'll do it for the third, and we got a 10-point game heading into the fourth. The Kings trying to hang tough, but Miami with the lead as we head to the final 10 minutes of regulation here at Chase Center in SF. Sacramento 66. Kevin Anna and the Saintly one, Gary St. Jean with you.
What do you think, Kev? You think Miami can get back in this? Or excuse me, Sacramento?
10 isn't that much to deal with.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah, I think they got a shot. What do you think, Saint?
I do. I'd like to see my man Arms get going a little bit, as well as Ford.
Ford's got it right now. Arms also on the court. Amack trying to pass out of the high post. That one's stolen. Leads to a fast break for Caleb Daniels. And one off glass. Nicely done by the Villanova Wildcat.
Yeah, a little push at the hip.
Fouls on 43 for Amack. His fourth first team foul.
Good call. And got him up top. High school class valedictorian at St. Augustine High in New Orleans.
That's terrific.
Smart dude. Tulane, then Nova. And his second summer league with Miami. There's a foul, and that'll be free throws for Jordan Ford.
Fouls on 51. Bryson Warren, his second first team foul.
Ford to the line. Before he was a big-time basketball player, he was a big-time chess player.
Really?
He apparently won 2 state titles by the time he was in the 2nd grade.
Oh, boy.
You a big chess guy, Saint?
No.
Yeah,
I have a hard enough time playing checkers.
Yeah, I don't know how to play chess. Oh, and a very lazy inbounds pass.
Uh-oh, he wants a little review.
Will the green light
Let's
be
see.
lit? Yes.
Come on, let's go.
It'll be a green light
There
challenge,
it
as
is.
Tim Roy says.
There it is.
We'll take the time out, let you know what the results of the challenge
Can't wait.
are. And there are officials Jason Alabanza, Cameron Gelinas, and A.J. Ganelli.
After review, the play is off of Miami 17. White will receive the ball, 24 on the shot clock on the end line. The challenge is successful.
So it'll be Sacramento basketball. A successful challenge. Here is what was being reviewed. You can see that last touch by Zion Pullen. Give the ball to Sacramento. So Jordan Ford hits the free throw, steals the lazy inbounds pass. And the Kings could make it a 4-point trip down, or 5. And Gary, you brought up a good point during the break. If they felt like there was a foul there, they could have reviewed that and determined that there was a foul. They're able to do that now in Summer League. Monty McCutcheon was gracious enough to chat with the broadcasters around the NBA to go over that rule earlier today.
Yeah, Monty's doing a great job in his position. I think the officiating just keeps getting better.
I agree. And you see Alanis Williams has that one pinned off the glass. Now there was a foul called. He'll get free throws. But what I like about the officiating in the NBA is that they're not so stuck in their ways, right? Like if there's a rule that isn't working, they will go back and the competition committee will look at it and amend things. There were a couple of examples during the playoffs where, look, a ball went out of bounds off someone, but it went out of bounds off them because they were getting fouled. And so that's something they want to look at. And they're not so set in stone that that's not something that could never be changed.
Yeah, the league, I was on the competition committee for about 7 years, and it's a group that you're just trying to get the game to the highest level that you can. And the referees will say, give us the rules. What do you want to do here? And they'll call them. They're not taking one side or the other, and that's they want to go off the floor, and you don't even know who the heck reffed the game.
Yeah, that's the kind of common phrase for, you know, a ref's doing a good job when you don't think about them. Late clock here for Ahmad Caver and the Kings. The whip goes out to Ford. It's the clock. Runner doesn't go. Gets it back. Sneaks in and puts it in.
Way to go.
Jordan Ford with 12 points and 3 rebounds. Sacramento just hanging around. Been down by as many as 16. Alondis Williams starting to go to work.
I like that. That was a good no call.
Nice play on. Bucket was made. No harm, no foul. Donis Arms off the catch. It's kind of the one thing that's escaped him this weekend. He's 2 of 8 from deep in the 2 games combined now. Nice drop off. Washington had a block from behind.
Kev, we used a phrase called V-back. So he had the big go to the penetration, and then his teammate went back from outside to inside to take away the inside rebound. It was a good job by Sacramento.
Washington this time smooches it in. Kept it high, Saint.
Yeah, that's uber important.
His first bucket. Finished up his collegiate career at Texas Tech. Ford gets open. Ford makes him pay. Stevens. Bryson Warren on the attack, the pull-up. Well, they're going to say that's...
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Change it.
We might have had another green light challenge there, Saint. Fans, we another look at this. It was clearly off Sacramento. It's about to say, Saint, lower bowl really starting to fill up with Warriors and Lakers coming up.
Yeah, we might have more than yesterday.
And unfortunately for them, for the fans, as Khalil Ware doesn't make the dunk. Donis Arms can't lay it in. End-to-end action, gets booted out of play. I was going to say, Saints, we've been told no Bronny James for the Lakers today. Light knee swelling.
Geez, I'm watching the Euro soccer every day, and that looked pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, Euro's been a fun tournament. We got Copa America going on. Rough showing for the Yanks, though, Copa America.
I like when they get to the penalty kicks.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
I know this would be borderline inhumane, but I almost wish they would just play until someone scored a natural goal.
Well, that's like overtime in these games.
Yeah. Swider, no good. Yeah, overtime for Summer League, they go Elam ending. First to 7 points in OT wins.
Oh, that's the rule now?
That's the rule. Puts it in. You play a 2-minute overtime. This is going back a few years. If you're still tied, then it's first bucket of the second OT wins.
That's great stuff.
The Warriors did play in a double overtime game in the 2017 Summer League. I remember doing that. They lost to the Timberwolves as Khalil Ware short arms a 3. Not a fan of that shot, Saint?
No. You got to show the good, the bad, and the ugly.
He did shoot 43% from 3. Limited attempts with Indiana. Jordan Ford operating in his office.
That's nice by Ford. He read he had a bigger on him, abused him with the dribble. Really nice job.
Well, the lead down to 7. It's a 7-0 run for Sacktown. They got a chance here at Chase. 14 to go. And the Kings starting to put a threat here into the Miami Heat. They were up Around 10, 12 points much of the second half. It's down to 7. Isaiah Stevens on a lob for Ware.
Oh, that's great stuff. They got a nice back pick by the guard, and nobody bumped Ware going to the basket, and he gets the dunk. That's great stuff out of the timeout.
Attacking right back is Xavier Sneed with his 4th field goal, and he's got 18 points. Matching Khalil Ware and Cole Swider of Miami. This time, little float game, off point for Stevens, but there's the 10th rebound for Ware, and he's got a double-double. Sacramento ball.
Another good example when you're rebounding on the offensive glass. Tip it back if you can't get a hand on it. Just tip it back to yourself, and he did that. He's long.
Sneed off the bounce. And out of bounds. There's a chance to cut it to 4 there for the Kings. We've got 2 teams going this weekend. One here at Chase, one at Golden, one in Sacramento. Only beat Team China by 51 points last night as Keyshawn Johnson hits a 3. T-Shot, the Oakland kid. Plenty of friends and family here. We've seen some of them stand up after his makes this weekend. Antoine Davis, iron uncut.
Just so many threes, Kev.
26 attempted here by Sacramento in the first 36 minutes and 30 seconds. Spin move, Ware. Saw him go to that sweeping hook. That underhanded scoop, I guess you should say, yesterday. This one less successful of an attempt.
I think he can put that one in his back pocket, too.
Well, it looked so pretty yesterday.
Not today.
And that's that. Swider to Ware. That was nice.
That's just a good 2-man game. Really nice job.
The Heat 29% yesterday, 55% today. Progressing to the mean, if you will. Ford. Tough shot.
I love it. Randy Bennett's here, I think, today. St. Mary's coach. Ford played there, and that's just good old-time basketball. Good stuff.
Yeah, a couple of Gales here this weekend. Tommy Kuzi with the Lakers. Kuzi played well yesterday. 15 points, 8 assists, and a loss.
You know how you look at a player and you say his game makes sense?
Yes.
Both of these guys, Ford and Kuzi, have a really nice feel for the game. They make very, very good basketball decisions.
Khalil Ware. Step into the stripe. Once a McDonald's All-American. Freshman year at Oregon, sophomore year at Indiana. Jonathan Gavoni in the pre-draft process saying Khalil did a good job of addressing some red flags from his time at Oregon. Was good in the interview process. Good background intel. Played with a better motor at Indiana. Of course, those elite physical tools which have been on display.
Pete Newell used to say, Kev, that don't judge big guys unless they're like a top 3 pick. Don't judge them for 3 years. It takes time for them to mature, get acclimated to the NBA game, and you have to have some patience with bigs.
That you do. Why do you think that is?
It's a very different game in the paint. There's so much more physicality, and your job description's a lot different.
Davis off target. Well, time's starting to be the enemy of the Kings now, down 11 with 150 seconds to go. Larson, good action. Well, there was some sort of breakdown there for Sacramento.
Just a wee bit.
And Khalil Ware, that makes it a 9-2 run. He's got 24 points and 11 rebounds as the lead has ballooned. Here into the teens. Oh, Jordan.
There you go. That's maybe the move of the night. That was beautiful.
22 for Jordan Ford. He's hooping. It's an 11-point game. $1:50 to go. Pella Larson, no. Ford. Arms. Too strong. Amack another rebound. Sneed wide open, but Arms is more open. So 14 for Adonis Arms after the 32-point showing yesterday. They post up Ware, fading away, getting his Dirk Nowitzki on off 1 foot. There's some real skill, Saint.
Big fella, nice move.
26 for Khalil Ware, absolutely cooking. Turned over, that'll just about do it, and here's the exclamation point from Pella Larson, goaltended into the bucket.
Boy, they're going to score 100 points. Last night I didn't know if they'd hit 50.
66 to 99, just flip those numbers upside down.
Holy moly.
Amack goes underneath and out to Sneed. Amack keeping it alive, saves it off the back of Swider, but only a half second to shoot. So here's your alley-oop. Where's DeAndre Ayton when you need him?
A little tip.
You could go Derek Fisher, Game 4, 0-3 Western Conference semifinals, catch and shoot. Maybe that was 0-4. Shot clock violation. Getting my years mixed up. 36.1. And we'll see if Miami elects to go for 100. I did see Dan Bisaccio kind of put his arms out like maybe they're not going to. Looks like they're going to run something. Where? For 100. Oh, Swider. Well, all he's done is go 9 of 16 from 3 in his first 2 games here at Chase Center. And that'll point win for the Miami Heat. 102-86 over the Sacramento Kings. Well, they nearly doubled their shooting percentage from 29% yesterday to 57% today. And the Miami Heat and Sacramento Kings both 1-1 in their first 2 games here at Chase Center. Much better showing, fair to say, here for Miami Saint.
Yeah, you know, the Summer League is very telling, you know, because as you noted before, you're looking for some consistency. And, you know, two different days, 2 different performances. Happy for Ware. He did a nice job.
And we will be speaking with Khalil Ware shortly as he's being given the headset after a really productive day. 26 points and 11 rebounds for the Arkansas native. And Khalil Ware has the headset on. Khalil, thanks for joining us. You're speaking with Kevin Dannon and Gary St. Jean. Khalil, great game for you, 26 points, 11 rebounds. How much more comfortable did you feel out there for Game 2 as opposed to yesterday?
Man, I feel, as you can see, you know, yesterday offensively, you know, it wasn't there, but defensively it was. But this game, I really wanted to show, you know, my offensive side more. And, you know, especially with me playing yesterday, you know, get more comfortable because yesterday was my first game. And I feel like the more and more I get comfortable, it's going to be way better than what it was today. So.
Khalil, Gary St. Jean here, and I think you're going to enjoy sitting down with one of the assistant coaches and watching your performance. Really nice job today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Answer me this. Is this something you learned from Mike Woodson and Coach Altman up there in Oregon? You really rim ran really well today. You ran from one rim to the other, straight down the floor, and sealed very well in the paint to catch. Is that something you were really trying to get going tonight?
Yes, sir. Especially, Oregon, they taught me to, they told me to, wanted me to do it a lot. And
yeah,
especially Indiana, being with Mike Woodson, he forced me to, do that a lot. Well, I wouldn't say forced, but, he wanted to bring that on me to, run the floor, because that's how you're going to score most of the points, especially running, in the NBA, game. So.
Khalil, what is the Miami staff working on with you here early in your NBA career?
Right now, it's like today was, being more aggressive in the paint, in the weight room, trying to get stronger and, develop my body more. So.
Pregame, and I like to watch what's going on with individual work. You guys were working on a lot of high pick and roll and slip into the basket, maybe getting a back pick for a lob. Had you done that much in college?
Yeah, you can go watch Indiana and Oregon. Yeah,
that's great.
Lived off that. So.
Talk about some of the chemistry you've developed with Pella Larson, Keyshawn Johnson, some of these other Miami Heat roster guys who might be on two-way contracts or draft picks. How's that process been going for you?
That process has been good. We had 2 days of practice where it was double practices in both those days. So just communicating with those guys and getting to know how those guys play, so I can play with them and play around them. So I feel like it's been great. Just talking to them guys and just getting in the groove with them.
Well, Khalil, thanks for your time. Congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
And that's Khalil Ware joining us after his 26-point, 11 rebound, 3 assist performance, and also had a block. We'll take time out, come on back and wrap this bad boy up. 102-86, the Heat get it done against the Kings here at Chase Center in San Fran.